What's going on, y'all? Back on our mythology. The ancestors want me to bring something to your attention. And what was brought to my attention, that no other color word has the power that is inside of the color blue. I talked a little bit about it, but the ancestors opened my eyes to a lot more. I showed you that each of the letters correspond to a number in that alphabet. You'll notice that in L, you'll find that L is 12 in the alphabet. But also, look at L. The numerology for L is 12, right? So you know that 2 is what? 2 is B. So up under L, you have blue. B, L, U, and then E. You have blue, B, L, U, E. That form this way. And then you also have blue going the opposite way. Isn't that strange? But who are we to argue with the ancestors? So, in looking at this, you will see what's actually said is, when you go from 2 to 1, you will know that 2 is B in the alphabet, and A, 1 is A. What does that mean? So let's look and see what the Ba mean. Ba in ancient Egypt religion, with the Ka and the Ankh principle, appear the aspect of the soul. The Ba appears in bird form, thus expressing the mobility of the soul after death. But the Ba represents the transformation of the bird. And it's quite ironic that those who know me always used to call me the Birdman because of my abilities and gift to be able to summon birds. But anyway, outside of that, we find that inside of blue, the door opened up with the flight of the bird, the Ba, that stops with, remember, B is 2. A correspond with this one. So what we also have left is the connection to blue again. Just want to show you these steps. 1, 2, 3, and 4 that formed blue. Going this way. And we already have blue from this way. So if you was to draw a line from this point, would be blue, and from this point would be blue, which forms a T. And just as we know that a bird represents Ba in ancient Egypt, since the formation of blue, B-L-U-E, formed a T, B-L-U-E, and then we have the B here, that connects to form the T. And we bring down the B and the A. We also have a bat. So we talk about transformation. We talk about travel. We talk about the Ka representing spirit. Some say soul is dealing with the Ba, because we see that the Ba carries the soul. But again, it speaks about birth. It speaks about transformation. We see that we have no other power like this here that's in the colors of the words that give forth to numbers. Let me show you something else. Now remember, 12 in the clock starts up top and goes in a full circle. That's 12. You will find that inside of blue, you have a math code that's being the clue that I showed you in the last video, because 1 and 2 equals 3, and 3 is C in the alphabet. So that if that was a C, it would say CLUE. But the clue, but watch how the numbers forms a clue and points to like in a arrow. Check it out. You will see that 1 and 2 connects to form like a clock. So 1 connects to 2. 1 and 2 is like 12. 1 and 2. Look. 1 and 2. They connect. And it's 3-part. Right? So from 1 to 2. From 1 to 2. And then from 1 to 2. So the arrow shoots this way. Because 1 connects to 2. And 1 connects to 2 again. And then the 1 to 2. But nevertheless, we still have 12. And why is it shooting in the opposite direction? Because you'll find that we have blue is the mystery within itself. So let's go into this mystery. 12 is a clock. It represents a complete cycle, a circle. 1 and 2 from right to left. Left is right and right is left. So let's form a circle here. We have 1 and 2 forms a circle. Look, 1 and 2 is a complete cycle. 12 forms a circle. 1 and 2, 12 forms a circle. See, in ancient Egypt, Thoth spoke on that which corresponds above also corresponds below. That right is left and that left is right, because it's the right side of your brain that controls your left hand, and it's the left side of your brain that controls your right. So understanding that, you have 3 circles that was revealed from the cycle of 12. Let's get that more clear for you. So inside of blue, you have 1 circle, you have 2 circles, you have 3 circles inside of blue, with the correlation of the math synchronicity of 1 and 2 complete cycle circle, 1 and 2 complete cycle circle, 1 and 2 complete cycle circle, with the arrows of 12 pointing cycle. And then remember having blue by itself, because 2 is B inside of the circle. So this would be B inside of the circle that formed BLUE that correspond. But what's so powerful about this here is, let me show you something else. Now looking inside of blue, you will see that inside of blue and the numbers that correspond with the letter, you will find hidden inside of blue the encoding of 23. How so? We have 1, 2. That's 1, 2. That's another 2. And this being another 2 is 3 2s. And you have your individual 1s, right? The individual 1 is here. Right? So what was revealed just now is put up on the board for you so you can see. You have circle, circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, that's 1. 1, that's our 1, right? And then you'll find in the individual 2's, and this was 2, 2, 2, which formed 5 circles. And we also have this 5 right here that I identified with the mystery within it, because again, the ancestors gave us that clue. They gave us the clue. And what's even more powerful about blue that I've already showed you, but I don't really think you really paid attention, that inside of the number formation of blue is 3, 3, 3, and then when you flip the U that's above, when you turn the U sideways, right? Let's turn it sideways for you. Without doing much. Without doing much. You have C. So in essence what you have is you have 3, 3, and the U, as above so below, as out so in, also form 33. But what's even more interesting that I found that inside of blue, that blue has a power at the door that is double knowledge. How so? B is 2, as you already know. Next to B is really a 7, because the L is nothing but a 7 from another dimensional aspect. So, in essence, what you have is a 7, because they correspond. B is 2. What is 27? Well, check this out. Right is left and left is right. So in essence, when you're looking at 27, you're really looking at 72. Let me get my board together. So as you can see, B being 2 and the L is nothing but a 7. What forms 27 is nothing more than 72. Just like 31 is nothing but 13. You see, they correspond together. B opened the door with 2 circles, with 2 portals. B opens the door, forming portals, shooting to the right. What is 72? Well, listen, check this out. What is 36 degrees? 36 is the degrees of a what? Let me make that more legible for you so you can really see it. Okay, so as you can see, 36 is the degrees of a circle. It's going in a circle. 36 degrees is what 36 is, right? So when you add 36 plus 36, 36, you might not be able to see it due to this marker. Alright, so let's do this one here. When you do 36, 36, right? 36 plus 36, you have 72. 72 degrees. So 72 is the first 2 letters form this in sigil magic. It formed a portal of 2 circles, already with the initial circle at the door in B. So by itself you have the portal of B, open the door to the portal, as above so below. So if you were to flip this board this way, you will have a 7 anyway. Right is left, left is right. So you have 27 that forms the degrees of 72, which is double, circle, circle, and circle. The power that formed, that stopped here, equal to, remember I showed you that L is 12, and in 12 the 2 gave power to another blue, that opening the portal. So how many circles do we have in the power of blue? You have the initial 27 that form. 72 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 circles. 7 is a powerful number, and it has my number, which is my stamp, is 23. If y'all follow, y'all know what I'm talking about, that 23. And this is exactly correct when we say 7 circles, because it opens the door with blue. Opens the door. Let me show you. Blue opens the door with 7. It begins and it ends. B is 2, right? And E is the 5th letter in the alphabet. So we have up here being B being 2. You have 2 plus 5 gave us 7. You see, B is 2, E is 5, and 2 plus 5 equals 7, which is also the inverted upside down 7 in another dimension as well. Blue is powerful because blue encoded 23. Blue also opens the door with the beginning circle. 1 circle, 2 circle in B. You see, and I showed you earlier that in blue, open the door also to Ba. B being 2, right? L is 12. And that 1 that formed Ba, I'm going over it again. And you have to you have to rewind to remember and go back to what I was showing you, that B is the first letter that formed Ba, which is bird. And if you follow my videos, you know they call me the Bird Man. It has nothing to do with the word blue. It's just showing the Ba, the energy. The Ba travels. The Ba has a lot to do with ancient Kemetic knowledge. So this is the power of blue. That also inside of blue, it gave forth to a clue. And C, looking up, shooting up to the sky, shooting up to the realms. Alright, y'all. This is Amir Aminel on Amitology. Break it down. The power of blue. From the gods through the gods. HOTEP.